The Phoenix Moon, Transmutation and True Power, the Full Moon in Scorpio. Hello, you beautiful soul. I am Sylvia, your host, and I welcome you into the sacred circle beneath the full moon in Scorpio. A moment when the veils are thin and the truth of the soul rises. This is not an ordinary moon. This is an alchemical gateway, a rebirth portal. It invites you to let go of surface-level healing and journey into the deep waters of your emotional inheritance, karmic imprints, and soul contracts. This full moon sits at 18 degrees in Scorpio, opposing the sign Taurus Sun at 21 degrees and creating a powerful T-square with Leo rising. In essence, the axis of stability, Taurus, and transformation, Scorpio, is challenged by the demand for the authentic self-expression, Leo ascendant. This episode will be both a teaching and a transmission. It is for the part of you that is tired of hiding, the part of you that knows your soul came here to feel everything, to break, to burn, and to rise again. The alchemist light and shadow of Scorpio's full moon will be very potent and active during this period. Scorpio on the light side governs death, rebirth, intimacy, and emotional power. When the moon is in Scorpio, we are invited to feel profoundly, not only our own grief and longing, but also the wounds passed down from generations before us. This is the moon of the empath warrior, the one who transmutes ancestral pain into soul purpose. It brings clarity to the underworld of the psyche. Secrets surface, feelings intensify, and the truth cuts through illusion. Scorpio on the shadow side is intense and is not without cost. The Scorpio moon may stir up jealousy, suspicion, emotional manipulation, or fears of abandonment. We may seek to control outcomes rather than surrendering to the mystery. There is a temptation to numb or protect ourselves from vulnerability. But Scorpio teaches that true power lies in presence, in sitting with discomfort, the grief, the unknown, without flinching. In this full moon in Scorpio, we find an alchemical T-square, with Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio, a fixed cross of initiation. This full moon is not merely emotional, it is initiatory. It forms a T-square, anchoring a powerful cosmic configuration across the fixed signs of the zodiac, those known for their endurance, stability, and resistance to change. We have the moon in 80 degrees in Scorpio and is linked to the 4th house, the underworld of the psyche, ancestral memory, and emotional inheritance. The moon here pulls us inward into the womb of the shadow, where the roots of our conditioning, our fears, and our emotional resilience are buried. It speaks of the hidden storylines we have absorbed through our family line, especially the unspoken traumas and sacrifices made by the maternal lineage. Then we have the Sun in 21 degrees in Taurus and is linked to the 10th house. The visible self, embodiment, legacy, and how we cultivate safety through tangible expression in the world. This Sun calls us to own our value, to embody our worth, and to manifest through deliberate, grounded presence, especially in the public sphere. There may be themes here of healing visibility, wounds, or confronting the fear or being seen in your true essence. And then there is the ascendant in 14 degrees of Leo and is connected to the first house. The lens through which this lunation rises into consciousness. Leo here is bold, heart-led, and radically sovereign, but it also highlights where ego may protect the heart and where radiance has been dimmed by early life experiences or rejection or shame. This Leo rising says, your light is medicine, and stop waiting for permission to shine. This D square acts as a rite of passage. It is like a cosmic crucible, pressure that can forge gold. It is a challenge to balance emotional truth, Scorpio, with material presence and values, Taurus. Express your true self, Leo, even if it shakes. And integrate inner security, the fourth house, with outer responsibility and visibility, the 10th house. At its core, this alignment unearths a key collective theme: inherited emotional shame and suppressed creative fear is fear of full expression. Where did I learn it was unsafe to feel deeply? And where did I absorb the belief that shining makes me a threat? Can I root into the earth, Taurus, as I rise through the ashes, Scorpio, into my embodied radiance, Leo? This full moon is not just about letting go. It is about reclaiming your light, your lineage, your legacy. In this full moon, there is a soul's memory that awakens as a galactic and archetypal echo. And as we journey through the Scorpio full moon, we also pass through galactic corridors, where the archetypal realms of memory, myth, and multidimensional identity stir beneath the surface. The moon in Scorpio is not just emotional, it is initiatory, echoing the rites of the witch, the phoenix, the serpent priestess, and the wounded healer. These archetypes live within us all, regardless of gender, and they represent the healer who transforms pain into power, the mystic who retrieves wisdom from the shadows, and the sovereign soul who rises again and again, each time more whole. During this full moon, there will be activated some galactic gateways. We have Antares on 10 degrees in the Sagittarius section. This is the heart of the Scorpion constellation, and Antares is associated with spiritual warriors, intense passion and death and rebirth cycles. It holds codes of truth, battle, and breakthrough, and is often activated during powerful soul transformations. If Antares aspects your chart, this lunation may bring clarity through catharsis, especially around long-held illusions or identity patterns that no longer serve. We have the fixed star Rasalhague on 22 degrees in the section of Sagittarius. This is a star that is linked to the constellation Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer. It bridges medicine and mysticism, sexuality and healing. This energy invites us to reclaim the sacred body as a vessel of wisdom, not shame. It often activates Kundalini awakenings and deep somatic releases, especially for those on a healing path. We also have Draco and Ophiuchus activation. These constellations carry dragon codes, linked with ancient earth guardianship and the primordial feminine. Their energies awaken dormant strands of DNA, especially in those with starseeds origins or past life memories as temple keepers, oracular seers, or soul midwives. This full moon could reactivate dragon energy rising from the base of the spine, priestess memories stored in the womb or sacral, healer initiations either through challenge or inner knowing, and star lineage remembrance, especially if you have natal placements near 10 degrees till 22 degrees in the Sagittarius section. There is a special transmission message of this full moon, and that is that this moon does not just heal, it reconfigures. It aligns your personal story with the galactic script of your soul. When you want to work with this beautiful and powerful energy from the full moon in Scorpio, here are some tools for integration. You can work with essential oils, rituals and reflections, and even crystals. Here are some essential oils that can guide you during this full moon in Scorpio. There is the oil of myrrh. This oil softens griefs, supports womb clearing and karmic unraveling. Then there is the oil of patchouli. It brings grounding into the body, aids integration after deep emotional journeys. Or you can use black spruce or vetiver. It strengthens the nervous system, grounding, and is protective. If you want to work with some rituals, here are some ritual suggestions that you can do during the full moon period. You can do a water ritual for emotional release, or a fire burning ceremony, or a wood chakra embodiment practice. And you can think about what emotions have I buried that now wants to be acknowledged, and where do I give away my emotional power? If you like to work with affirmations, here is a powerful mantra for the full moon in Scorpio energy. I descend to rise. I claim my shadow as sacred, and I trust the wisdom of my depths. If you want to work with crystals, here I have an overview of some recommended crystals for the full moon in Scorpio. There is black obsidian. It is perfect for shadow work, psychic protection, and soul retrieval. This crystal acts like a mirror to the subconscious mind, ideal for confronting and clearing deep-rooted fears and emotional toxicity. It supports ancestral healing, especially in the combination with Scorpio's lunar intensity. Or you can use the crystal garnet. It is good for life force, grounding passion, and root activation. This crystal connects to Scorpio's intensity, but adds a stabilizing energy. It is great for those working through issues of sexual trauma, shame, or empowerment. It balances the Kundalini and it enhances vitality. Then we have the crystal labradorite. It is transformation, for intuition, and for multi-dimensionality. A classic Scorpio stone, linked to the third eye and spiritual rebirth, it enhances galactic connection and helps process downloads or energetic shifts during lunar peaks. This stone is perfect for dream work or meditation during this full moon period. We have the crystal smoky quartz. It is good for detoxing, protection, or emotional anchoring. This crystal gently assists in letting go of grief or depression. Great for Scorpio's need to purge heavy emotional residue, and it pairs beautifully with the shadow journaling or with water rituals. And last but not least, we have the crystal charoite or charoite. It is good for inner vision, transmutation, and service. This crystal aligns with the higher octave of Scorpio's path from personal pain to collective service. It is excellent for spiritual practitioners, therapists, and healers undergoing their own transformational process. And how do you use these crystals during the full moon period? You can create a crystal grid with maybe labradorite in the center and the obsidian and garnet in the surrounding area. Or place stones over your womb or solar plexus during breath work or emotional release. Or you can use smoky quartz or charoite in water-infused rituals. And maybe you can think about, what ancestral patterns am I ready to transmute? During this full moon period, we find a human design activation. It is gate 14. And as the moon shines in Scorpio, the sun in Taurus activates gate 14 in human design. This gate is known as the gate of prosperity and power skills. This gate is about how you use your life force energy to create abundance, not only materially but spiritually. It is the energy of aligned work, work that flows from the heart. This activation is asking us, are you using your energy in service to your soul's calling or out of survival conditioning? When distorted, gate 14 can manifest as burnout, over-responsibility, or even feeling stuck in karmic patterns. But in its higher expression, it is a generator of prosperity and spiritual wealth, especially when rooted in integrity. Am I exchanging energy like time, service, care, in ways that honor my soul blueprint? My beautiful soul, as we come to an end of this full moon in Scorpio transmission, I invite you to take a breath and feel into all that has moved within you. This moon was not here to soothe. It was here to awaken, to call you into a deeper, truer version of yourself. This is a threshold moment, and you are being asked to witness your own becoming, to sit in the fire of your feelings and not to look away. You are the phoenix. This is your rebirth. And you are not too much. You are medicine. Let this be your alchemy. Let your tears be the sacred waters of transformation. And when you rise, rise in the full knowing of your worth, your wisdom, and your wild emotional power. I thank you for journeying with me through the depth and the mystery of this full moon. If this episode spoke to your soul, I would love for you to support this sacred space by subscribing, liking, and sharing it with others who walk the path of remembrance. And if you feel called, I welcome you with open arms to join me again for the next episode, where we will continue to explore the stars, the soul, and the sacred within. Until then, Shanti Ishta, beloved one, and may you walk in truth, power, and grace. Thank you.